Welcome back to this week's episode of Hate Your Guts podcast. I'm your host, Elena.
I'm Vivi.
And I'm Haley.
And this is episode 14. We finally got past 13. We think there was a little bit of bad luck in our lives recently.
100%.
So we did an egg cleanse.
We did.
We got some interesting results. I fully believe in it because we also did an egg cleanse on their cats. And the results were pretty accurate according to like knowing the cat's history and their traumas.
Yeah.
And our eggs were pretty accurate.
I would say
our histories and our traumas.
Yeah, they were pretty accurate. We've all been in like a very rough, depressive episode for too long collectively. So we decided somebody somewhere has evil eyed us. One of you bitches, I'm sure. Just kidding. If you're listening as a follower, you know, we love you. But yeah, we have just been like feeling really off and weird and haven't really been putting in a lot of effort in anything because we just have no mental bandwidth to extend outside of our everyday responsibilities like work. So we did egg cleanse. We're going to do a tarot reading in this one. Just to kind of mix it up a little bit. We're going to maybe do personal ones, maybe for the podcast too.
I would like some answers.
Yeah. But first, does anyone have any pits or peaks?
Nothing that really stands out, if I'm being so real.
Pit is cat getting fleas.
Oh yeah, for a second
cake.
time this year.
No peak this week. Thank you.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I think my only peak was yesterday. I was like rotting, but I decided to go out. So I went night swimming with some friends from work, and that was a lot of fun, and I feel a lot better, and I feel really glad that I did that. Otherwise, I would have just stayed in bed and been sad and doom scrolled.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say on my personal life. I removed TikTok from my phone and then I re-downloaded it so I could educate myself on this whole Kamala Harris situation.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did because
those were seriously the longest days of my life with you not on TikTok. I was like,
that's very sweet.
What am I supposed to do now?
Yeah, what the heck?
I had like a backlog of stuff to send you.
I started like saving things where I was like, I'll send this to Elena when she re-downloads.
It didn't take long. I'm happy to be back. For better or for worse.
It's nice to be clued in.
You know, I'm committed to TikTok because we don't know how much longer we're gonna have her for.
That's a good point.
True.
That's a really good point.
So, I'm grateful for the short format education that I've been getting from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've come to a conclusion with the reason why I re-downloaded TikTok in the first place was to learn more about Kamala Harris and
be politically aware,
figure out my stance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good thing.
I would agree that a lot of my political news does come from TikTok. I will fact check it. I'm not saying like I take everything to heart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
But like shit spreads like wildfire on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have to fact check because I realized I was getting so boomer where I would just be like, this thing is true that I saw on the internet. And it's like, no, actually, that could just be, it's giving Facebook grandpa. Like, didn't actually look into it. Not at all.
It's my brand.
Facebook grandpa.
I love Facebook for the marketplace, not for anything else anymore. But I was back on Facebook Marketplace today because I was cleaning out my garage. And I was like gathering bags of shit of like clothes to either sell to this like local like resale place or to donate. And Cassie was like, oh, like some people just like sell just bags of clothes on Facebook Marketplace for like $20.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I was curious because I was like, maybe I want some clothes for $20. So I was like browsing, and then I remembered that my Facebook Marketplace is like super curated to my interests.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was finding like really cool like funky furniture. I was finding like really cute shoes. I was finding like cute rugs, like bass guitars, just like lots of stuff like specific to me. And I was like, oh my god, I miss this place. But I have no other reason to go on Facebook.
Speaking of, that is another peak that I had this weekend. So I was supposed to go on a date on Friday, but I decided I didn't like that guy. So then I just ghosted him. It was only a few days of talking. Don't feel bad for him. It's fine.
We didn't.
Yeah. If anyone does, I know people have hard stance on ghosting, but like we were talking for a little bit. Honestly, not compatible in terms of like humor. He's in Ontario. He lives far as fuck. That's a long distance relationship coming from someone who was actually in
It's
one.
like 2 hours, no?
It's like an hour and a half with like just driving to my parents' house, which is closer, makes me want to kill myself some days when the traffic is bad, and that's even further inland. And I just couldn't really see it actually going anywhere or being worth it. So I just decided that I didn't want to go out. But I was telling myself all week, like, I'm going to go out on Friday. I'm going to go out on Friday. So I was like very much craving going out. So I posted on my close friends and I was like, should I go to the bar alone? Like, is that weird? And a few people responded to me being like, no, you should do it. Like, take a book, like, just hang out. And I was like, I don't know. And then Cassie responded to my story and she was like, girl, I'm so down. And I was like, hold on. If you are, I am.
For
like,
context, Cassie is my roommate.
yes. And it was the first time we hung out alone. It was so fun. We went out, we had a few drinks. She slept over. We had breakfast burritos and watched Ghost Whisperer. And then we went to Ulta. So it was a very like girl day. And I jumped 6 foundation shades.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's
yeah.
huge.
When getting like some film photos back, I realized I was giving long legs. I was giving pale, like just like using the old foundation, like my winter shade. So it's really nice to actually look alive again.
Yeah, I was looking back on all of our old photos from when we went to San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
We're all so
Like,
pale.
damn, at that time, I didn't realize how pale I was.
Mhm.
Jesus.
No, literally same. So that was a lot
stay
of fun.
consistent out here.
Yeah, continuity.
I thought it was very sweet that you and Cassie hung out. I'm glad that all of these friendships are like blossoming.
Yeah, it was very sweet. And before we went out, Ethan and Haley were watching Too Hot to Handle. Is that what it was? Or Love Island? I always mix those ones up.
Too hot to handle, and I have some shit to talk on that.
Talk your shit.
No, finish.
Oh, I was just saying that we were like, I always have to eat before going out because I get nauseated really quickly. So like I was eating my little pizzas and we were watching TV with you guys, and that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah. I have some beef with the creators of Too Hot to Handle. It was fine. You didn't need to change it, okay? I'm pissed.
What did they change?
So now they know they're coming on Too Hot to Handle. It's not like a fake out,
Yeah.
which bothers me because I liked the fake out. I was like, haha, silly.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's a bad Lana who will like convince you to spend money by doing bad things.
Okay.
Be like, oh, for $5,000 you can like spy on this person on their date. And like people can be banished from the island, but they're not eliminated from the game. Like I'm not
That doesn't make
enjoying
sense.
it.
Yeah, it's not as fun as the original concept.
That's really annoying because if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Like their ratings were so good already. Like there's always been a couple like standout people from each season who get like really, really popular online. But like I can't even connect to any of these people because they all irritate the fuck out of me the way that this game is being played.
Mhm.
Like it's almost like they're trying to like show who's the sluttiest
Yeah.
instead of like being like who can fall in love the most, like
Yeah.
feeling humbled because they came on knowing like I fuck, bro, like that's
Yeah.
what I do, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I fuck.
Because some people were like, my brother nominated me for the bitch, you applied, you had to fill that application out yourself.
Yeah. The thing about that too is that you get the same if you know what you're applying for, you get the same kind of person. So it's like the same personalities, the same demeanor. Like I'm sure it was more fun before. There was a lot different kind of characters or personalities.
Yeah, I don't know, irritated.
Mhm.
I need to catch up. I'm intrigued.
Me too.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still sad, I'm still caught up, I'm still waiting for the new episodes, but
Yeah.
I have some beef.
I also want to catch up on The Bachelorette, but that's a different story.
I really want to get back into that.
Weren't you watching that with Cassie?
That was me.
Oh, how cute.
Oh yeah, and your day. We both had separate days with Cassie. That was cute.
It's very sweet.
Mhm.
She's like the perfect friend. Like doesn't irritate me. Like is just so patient and so smart and gives you like the best advice.
Yeah.
Truly, she's just I don't know, whatever. This is me kissing her ass now. Okay.
No,
Love
it's
you,
really
Cassie.
sweet because we would be talking about stuff and she'd be like, "Oh, like you guys said in the podcast." I'd be like, "Oh, you actually listen."
Oh, she does.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
I love when people reference it in real life and they like tell us stuff about it. And I'm like, oh, people actually listen. Some people actually give a shit. Like I forget.
She's a real one.
She is a real one. Love you, Cassie, if you're listening.
We love you.
We love you.
Okay, should we get started?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how to do this with the microphone, if I'm being so serious.
Okay.
Elena, hold it for her.
Okay. What is our intention? Are we doing this for the podcast, or are we doing this for like our personal selves?
Should we do the podcast first and then personal life?
Okay.
Down.
Okay. And then I have selenite in here already, so it like is already cleansed, so we're chilling. I haven't done a reading in a while, so we might have to Google some of these answers. So let's do the future of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we do like a 6-month spread? Like, some ASMR for you.
Yeah. Let's get some of that shuffling in there.
This
Good
is such an
sounds.
unhinged episode
My
already.
foot is itchy and I can't scratch it.
It's a weird timeline that we're in right now. Everyone is depressed, and hopefully you're entertained. So right now we have King of Wands. If anyone wants to look that one up real quick,
That looks optimistic.
I think that's optimistic. Kings and queens are always about like, oh,
These cards are beautiful.
they are very, very gorgeous.
I love the gold border.
There's a creator on TikTok that does tarot card reviews, and I saw this one and I would like immediately was attracted to it, and she will do like a spread and be like, who is this for? And it was Scorpio. And so I was like, okay, that makes sense. Tea. Okay.
The King of Wands indicates that you will have the energy, experience, and enthusiasm to accomplish what you set out to achieve at this time.
Oh.
Hopefully now that we had the Limpia de Huevo, we will be a little bit more energized.
Mhm.
You're taking control of your life. You'll motivate those around you. You do not worry about other people's opinion of you, and you dare to be different.
No, I don't anymore. I mean,
Mm.
the first part.
I actually do feel like I've changed so much in the past
Haley gasped.
year. What?
Sorry. As a person, the King of Wands is a mature male who is confident, strong, energetic, optimistic, and a natural-born leader. He may be a fire sign, such as an Aries, Leo, or Sag.
Interesting.
We don't have any of those men in our lives.
No, but I got a tarot reading that said, like, when we did the life career reading for myself, I got a tarot reading that said that I would meet a Sagittarius.
Oh,
So that's interesting. 2 birds, 1 stone, I guess.
Wait, do you know a fire sign?
I was gonna say that both of our partners have
They do.
fire. Ethan has Aries.
He has a Sag rising, because I have a Sag rising.
Sag rising and Libra moon.
Yeah, I also have a lot of
Libras
Sag in my chart.
Jacob has a Leo moon.
Oh, tea.
So
The other
maybe
ones,
that's really
the other ones are being kind of stubborn. So let's see, 6 months. 6 months.
Oh, should I read the career portion maybe?
yes. Perhaps.
The King of Wands suggests that things will be going well on the work front, will be motivated, energetic, and action-oriented. It also indicates that we've gained the wisdom to know that we have to think things through properly before we act and know when to hang back a bit. They're telling us not to talk our shit that much.
Yeah, we've gotten in trouble, and so, the kind of shit that we post is like the shit that people put behind Patreon paywalls, and we do it for free.
For real.
that's such a good point.
So,
We should start a Patreon.
If you are thinking of starting your own business, this card is a very good omen.
dude, the other ones are being
This is like
stubborn.
the perfect first card for our podcast tarot reading.
Yeah.
It is.
It applies so well.
It is very optimistic, but I feel like it's being very stubborn. I got these ones too, because I have smaller hands, and sometimes when I get tarot cards, I have this really gorgeous deck, but it's just way too fucking big that it is so uncomfortable to shuffle.
Mm.
That's so real.
What's this? 10 of wands. A lot of wands. I feel like wands are usually pretty good, but
Yeah. Maybe we can look up what wands mean in general too.
yeah. I kind of hope I get an ace. Aces are really good for like beginnings.
You said 10 of Wands?
I did.
I'm like, bad news. I'm kidding.
We also got 2 of cups and 3 of wands. Some more wands.
I'm just going to read the career one this time.
Okay.
Ooh. Not good.
Oh,
represents stress, burdens, and being overloaded. We may have bitten off more than we can chew, and this card appears in your reading.
We did.
You may have taken on new projects or tasks under the great impression that they would be great for your career, but now you realize that you have overloaded yourself with work. So it's telling us that we need to focus
Yeah.
our energy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what I'm getting to. We didn't really anticipate anything when we started, and now we have like more people actually listening and giving a shit, at least on Spotify. So yeah, we did bite off a little bit more we can chew.
It says, whatever the issue, you now realize that you need to sit down and work out how to get yourself out from under this burden. So I think it is just like
Get on
maybe
your shit.
focusing passions.
Mhm.
I think that all three of us have a lot going on right now. Like, you guys are both in school
Mm-hmm.
and both have full-time jobs. I have several jobs.
Yeah.
And several hobbies. And so, like, maybe we just need to be a little more intentional with how we, like, time our commitment to this pod.
Yeah,
because
time management.
we do have, like, Wednesdays, like, reserved for the pod, and that's nice, and, like, we need that. But
Mhm.
maybe we also need to, like, reserve, like, some time throughout the week
For editing?
for edits, for making video clips.
Yeah.
Just so we, I don't know, can actually, like, move forward with this pod.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Second card is Three of Wands.
that's me.
Yeah. Two of Cups is always a good card.
Yeah,
So I'm really excited about that one. I also especially love this one.
that's so cute.
I don't know if you can see it. I'm pointing to the camera.
There
This
are
will be a TikTok
two
clip.
skulls looking at each other.
Yeah, very
Lovingly.
lovingly. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
The Three of Wands can represent traveling overseas in relation to work or taking a job abroad. You may simply be looking at options for working abroad or considering other countries you could work in, or you may be sent on a business trip abroad. If you are business, you may be considering taking your company global.
Who's
Hate
the
your guts
sponsor?
fucking takeover, dude.
This
World
is crazy
takeover.
though, because like we keep talking about moving to a new country.
I was just thinking about that too. We keep talking about Canada, Mexico, somewhere in Europe, perhaps.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like that.
It's all wands so far, huh?
Yeah, we do have Two of Cups,
Two of Cups.
which I don't know what the career portion of that is, but I get that a lot in love readings. It's like a card that I feel like I've noticed very often.
it's a very positive card.
Mm-hmm.
Can represent a strong and successful business partnership. If you're
Oh.
considering entering into a business partnership,
It's okay.
if you're considering entering into a business partnership with someone when this card appears, it is a good omen that indicates that you and your business partner will work well together and will have similar goals and mutual respect for each other.
Mhm.
If you are not in or entering into a partnership, it's still a good sign representing harmony and balance. Financially, things should be balanced at the moment. You may not have an excessive amount, but you have enough to cover your bills, kind of.
Yeah, that's true. We manage.
Well, even if we can pay our bills with this pod, that's huge.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be huge.
that's crazy because partnership makes me think, I don't know, being backed financially by something would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that that's very exciting though. And I especially am really trying to focus on translating our Spotify listens to other platforms, and we will try to be more. We're not very consistent with our other platforms, and I think that is probably why we haven't really experienced too much growth there. But like, we do have a good amount of Spotify insights. So if you're listening, keep listening.
I actually think that's what that one card meant, like about the like not balanced enough. Like we aren't consistent as we should be
Yeah, definitely not.
because we
But
do
we're-
be letting life get in the way.
Well, yeah, we need to reserve more time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard too because right now we were really, really busy. Like we've had a really busy month in
Mhm.
general, in both work and also just personal life. Like we went camping, we had Sound of Fury, we had like a lot of other commitments that we focused on. So Yeah.
Life hasn't stopped since the Ren Fair. It's been go, go, go since then.
That's
yeah.
so true. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. Thank you, Queen. Well, how many more should I do?
How many was that? 4?
Yeah, that was 4.
Are we still going by this like six month spread?
Do you want to do 1 or 2 more for like the 6 months?
Let's just do 2 months. Or yeah, 2 more.
It sounds like we're just punching you.
What if we did an ASMR episode?
That would be kind of crazy.
Give us your thoughts below.
I think we could do really well.
Talking mad shit in whispers.
Dude, I fucking hate this cunt.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, God, I fucking hate this cunt.
Oh my god.
I thought I heard that word in there somewhere.
Cunt.
We might have to bleep that.
I will, yeah.
Okay. We can't be monetized. If we use
Actually,
that word.
our rating is clean right now. It's like the first 10 minutes.
Oh.
Teeth. Why are my arms crisscrossed like this?
Living life on hard mode.
I do it to myself.
One goal for myself too is like personal goal is to be more in tune with like spiritual aspects of my life. Like we did the Limpia de Huevo and I feel a lot better now. And then I haven't done a tarot card reading in so long. So this feels nice.
You should give me one every day.
I used to do one every month for myself and then I got scared and I was like, oh, I don't need to. I also just like, I sometimes get so much anxiety. I'm like, I cannot know what's going to happen. But it would be accurate whenever I would do it.
I have the opposite type of anxiety where I need to know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That used to be me. And then, I don't know. I don't know what changed.
I was gonna say that's the Scorpio energy. I feel like we have like a deep.
I used to be very like, I need to know every fucking thing. And now I'm just sort of like, okay, I don't know.
I will physically vibrate if I know that there's something that I don't know about. Like, I'll lose my shit if I'm like, oh yeah, I can't be like, I won't think about it. No, I'm gonna think about it.
I will think about it, but I'm like protecting my peace internally.
I can't protect my peace. I need to know the violence.
Yeah. I love to pretend like ignorance is bliss, but actually like knowing all is bliss.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know everything in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
So this one is 5 of Rings. So that's going to be Pentacles, I believe. And Strength.
Beautiful.
Slay.
5 of Rings?
Yeah, but it should be 5 of Pentacles. It's just this deck that does that.
Oh, okay.
And then we can do our own personal readings afterwards.
I fucked up.
It is a very beautiful card. It's just a hand with rings on each finger. This deck is
I
very
don't want to read
pretty.
this.
Why?
I don't want to read it.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll read it. I'm not good at reading out loud.
What
It says
website
money-
is this?
Like the tarotcardreader.com or something.
It says money and career. Oh. Well, duh. Okay. It's not a good omen and it can represent unemployment, job losses, or going out of business. If you have lost a job or business, you may be reliant on social welfare. This is so funny because we were just talking about being scared from our tarot readings.
Oh my God, you're right.
If you have lost a job or business, you may be reliant on social welfare, and this may be negatively affecting your confidence or causing you stress. Alternately, you may be finding your job a struggle, but not see another option, or you may be feeling like an outcast or isolated in your workplace. Whatever the case, the situation will not last forever, so try to stay positive and work on finding alternatives. In a financial context, the 5 of Pentacles can represent temporary financial hardships, so expect money to be tight when it appears.
That's us now.
I know, what the heck?
I feel like, okay, if we read it in a 6-month, 6-card situation, it could be like layout of month by month, and this could just be the first month, if I'm
That's
being
low-key
serious.
Christmas time too.
Yeah. I also just
Ugh.
feel like if this is us now, like the rest, it only goes up from here. if I'm
I
being
kind of
real.
thought the same, that maybe that's now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, considering that this is our 5th card, wouldn't it be in our 5th month?
That's
Potentially.
December.
I didn't really read with the intention of going month by month, if I'm being real.
Okay, well, if that wasn't the intention when you were pulling the cards, then probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Up
Look
to
at it.
interpretation.
optimistically.
Yeah.
We're getting through it. We're halfway there, you know?
Let me
Yeah.
see what else it says.
Okay. Also check Labyrinthios. That's a good website that I have gone to before.
I'll let you do that.
Yeah, I haven't read in a while, so I'm not 100% familiar with like the minor cards. For the most of the major arcana, I feel comfortable with. Most, not all, but I do be Googling.
This is from that website. More often than not, the Five of Pentacles is a bad omen.
Awesome.
We don't do like upright.
No.
It spells trouble in career or work. You may be going through a period of hardship. Others may treat you like an outcast.
It's literally us right now.
All these
December,
issues.
In December, we'll get canceled.
All these issues may be severely affecting your mental health. This has to be this month.
Yeah. If I'm being real, that sounds like this month. We're all fucking poor. We're all like not doing well mentally.
This is the worst month financially of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is like a yearly thing for me though. I think July is where it goes down.
Dude, it's always like June or July, one or the other.
Because we're going too hard for summer.
Yeah.
We go too hard too early.
Being camping and Santa Fury in the same paycheck for me was like actually insane.
Killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Strength for career. Sounds like I'm on Jeopardy.
That's funny.
What is strength?
There it is.
Can you guys hear my ice chewing?
Mm-hmm. Just a little.
Go again. Mm-hmm.
I can't find a reasonable size one.
Yeah, I can hear it like moving around in the cup.
If you could harness your animalistic instincts, your anger, your drive, and passion, you can take big steps in your career. This doesn't mean to let these instincts take over, but rather work in harmony with them or channel them into productive use. Here is where you will be able to find your power. This card signals that you likely already have the talent and the skill. You only need to muster your courage to make big moves. If you're looking for a promotion, do something to get noticed. If you're looking to change your entire career, take the plunge and do it. If you're dreaming about starting your own business, push yourself to take those next steps and just start. And finance meaning is you're doing good on controlling your impulsive spending.
I haven't.
And so you'll find yourself in a comfortable position. Maybe this is our end month.
Yeah.
January.
Hopefully. Yeah. I feel like it's for the most part pretty optimistic in my opinion. Like obviously there's going to be there has been some hardship.
I think we may struggle for a few more months and then we'll be back on the rise.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean like even for my own personal like social media, I was much more consistent with it before this depressive episode and I'm at 36% of my goal, which is still pretty high for not posting. I think I gained like 6% in the time that I haven't posted. But when I'm very consistent with it, it will be like pretty steady. I think as long as we stay consistent, we just have to like dedicate more time and energy.
Yeah.
We haven't had enough of our own personal like mental bandwidth to extend elsewhere, but that's okay. Maybe like that.
I was up until like midnight editing.
That was fucking crazy.
Episode.
I got home at like 11:30, and you wake up at like 4 for work. I was not expecting to see you. I thought Max got locked out of your room when I first got home. I was like, why is he out here?
I went to bed at 12:30 and I woke up at 4.
Yeah, Jesus,
rough.
How are we feeling collectively about this reading?
I like it.
Yeah,
I feel like it's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair.
It's fair.
Yeah, like as long as we keep putting in the work, that it will be.
It literally just said, "Get your shit together."
Yeah,
it said, "Put your hair in a pony and work."
It's like no one wants to fucking work these days.
You're right. I don't.
I mean,
I'm fucking tired.
If we don't water this garden, it won't grow. So.
Exactly.
So true.
Okay. In personal readings, who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I'm still kind of hung up about my finances and maybe like just the chaos of it all with like my 3 jobs, I guess. Kind of want some answers as far as like
so maybe personal, career, and finances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a specific question? Like I know you were having some. Well, we don't have to put this in there, but you were not sure if you should stay at
Maybe
your
just, like-
third job.
Yeah, maybe just like what to prioritize and like
Okay.
I don't really know.
Okay. What to prioritize in career?
Ooh, that's a good sound.
There's 2 more wands. 8 of wands and 2 of
I'm
wands.
seeing some olives. Excuse me. And I don't know what kind of plant this is.
All right, 2 of wands. It signifies that you're making plans for your future career. You may be taking a look at your ambitions and charting a path towards that dream. You can be considering the ideal company to work for, what your specialty may be, or laying down plans to start your own business. This can be an exciting time for you as your dreams are taking shape. Let these first steps be a strong motivation to continue down this path. When it comes to your finances, it represents financial stability. It doesn't necessarily mean overflowing wealth, but you will be comfortable and steady. You may
That's all I
be
could ask for.
you may be comfortable enough to be making plans for your long-term financial future. It is a good time to make conscious choices without fear of serious repercussions. If you have access to money, consider investing it in savings.
That's really nice to hear.
8 of Wands was the other one, right?
Yeah.
Again, good. Represents rapid movement forward. Applied to your career, this principle can mean rapid movement in a literal or figurative sense. Physically, this card can sometimes indicate that you're about to take a business trip. If that is not the case, it is more likely a broad feeling you have towards the progress you are making at work. You might feel like you are growing rapidly in your career. This is a positive sensation for you right now. It is like you are bursting out from your shell and are finally able to make the impact you desire. This advancement is exciting and invigorating. Go forth with confidence and you will continue to surpass expectations. The speed associated with 8 of Wands applies to your money in this position. It could seem like money is out of your hands as quickly as it came into them. This tendency is not inherently good or bad. Your ability to prosper at this time depends on your ability to remember just how much came in and how much went out. While it is particularly tempting right now, be warned against impulsive spending if you see this card here. Easy come, easy go might merit repeating for the next little while. Yep, that's all I got.
That one's a little
Thank you.
concerning to me.
Concerning.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 of Wands is usually about conflict, but I also think that a lot of, so far the theme I'm getting is that as long as we are consistent and like working with what we have and putting in all of our efforts, that it will prosper. But I think that obviously that will come with like some hardships. I think 5 of Wands is usually about conflict and like
Another
I don't know if
one?
that's, yeah, another Wands. So we got Temperance. That's usually good. 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands,
I did 8 and 2.
King of Swords, and 5 of Wands.
Okay, you're going too fast.
Sorry. So you did
I think
8 of Wands, 2 of Wands.
this one seems like the only negative one so far.
Yeah. Do 5 of Wands, and then we'll end on a good note.
Okay, 5 of Wands. The conflicting and competitive nature of this card applies to your career. This might be a permanent condition as a result of your line of work. This card is common among people working in industries such as sales, banking, and athletes. If that is not the case and your job does not have a competitive element, it is likely a temporary state as a result of conflict over specific issues. You might be fighting against one individual for a raise or position. Regardless of the specific conflicts you face at the moment, you will have to contend with the ego of others. Thanks to the 5 appearing in the upright position, that doesn't apply. It is clear that you are capable of defeating the challenges in front of you and banishing what is attempting to block your path. Remember, you are able to succeed, but you must fight for that victory.
Sounds like I might have to be selfish.
Yeah. You might be in a time of financial instability if you see the 5 here. It is temporary, but you must battle your way out of it. This battle can be in the form of needing to work particularly hard or otherwise exerting significant effort to control your financial state. If your current state is not imbalanced, it might be that you're going to argue about money soon. This argument could either be with someone you love, with a stranger such as a clerk or a shop assistant. You might find that simple tasks such as making a return or getting reimbursed is stressful and rife with disputes.
I feel like that just answered the thing that you just said. That's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, what was the other one?
Temperance and the Knight of Swords. King of Swords, sorry. King of Swords and Temperance.
Which one do you want first?
Let's do King of Swords.
I think that's a good one. Correct me if I'm wrong.
King of Swords. Haley. King of Swords is someone with high standards and demonstrates them in his own work. Though they seem a bit stern, this person acts this way to make sure you achieve your career goals. They challenge you to be your best self while remaining true to their own principles. Should you choose to take his advice, you'll be able to progress far in your career. Alternatively, this person may also represent you or a point in your career path. Give yourself and others high standards and push yourself to be the best that you can be. Having some routines and processes can be beneficial for your work right now. The King of Swords pushes you to challenge yourself and may be very disciplined when it comes to your finances. Are you really doing all that you can in order to save for that nice car you wanted in the future? All good things come with sacrifice, and your financial goals are no different. Look at your finances logically, do the research before you make any big financial decisions. That's so relatable to you right now.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with like the conversations I've been having with Jacob about money. Maybe he is the king of swords.
Mayhaps.
Or maybe it's Alex, my potentially future shopmate.
Yeah,
maybe.
business partner potentially. Now we have Temperance.
Patience and moderation may be helpful tools for you to achieve your career goals. You're likely to find what you desire when it comes to your work, but it may come slowly and quietly as you put in the work every day. Your dedication and ability to navigate emotionally charged situations at work with calm can help you be noticed by your peers and superiors. When it comes to making changes in your career path, the Temperance card can be a reminder to remain patient, steady, and devoted. All good things take time. Temperance can also signal doing a good job in balancing your career with different aspects of your life. It is neither an all-consuming ambition or just a paycheck to you. The Temperance card can be a call to make sure that your approach to your finances is one of moderation and balance. This can also mean that you've been diligent with saving while also being able to treat yourself with something you can afford every once in a while. Over time, you may be building your resources with steady, diligent saving.
This is the only one that kind of like resonates to like my new job. Because I haven't really been like super loving it. But maybe I just need to be like patient and like hold off and like just stick with it so I can at least get some like financial stability out of it.
That's fair. There's a lot of growing pains with new things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was a good reading. It's optimistic. Once again, it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how with the cards that I got.
That's good.
Yeah.
It feels very like true just because it is so like diverse.
Yeah. And it literally just addressed something we just fucking talked about like seconds before it came out, which I think is kind of insane.
Yeah, that's really cool. Cool. All right.
Haley, do you want to be next or last?
Next.
Okay. What do you want to focus on? And do you have like any specific questions or something specific you want to target?
No.
Okay. Just general life reading?
Yeah.
Maybe like wedding.
Yeah, honestly, just like what's coming because there's just a lot of moving parts.
Okay. Do you want 3 months or 6 months? Because I can go with the intention of like first card is month 1.
Let's do 6 months.
6 months? Okay. Is it all the cards?
Yeah, I give them back to you. Yeah, do the good sounds again.
Yeah.
Okay. That's too many. Month one. I'm really bad at shuffling too. Oh. Month 1 is the Hermit.
Nice.
That's really funny.
Couldn't think of a more Haley card.
Yeah.
Truly.
The Hermit depicts an old man standing alone at the peak of a mountain while holding a lantern in one of his hands. I just sent him a
Literally the
Facebook, Grandpa. The mountain, I don't know that word. Accomplishment, development, and success. It refers to the level of spiritual knowledge that he attained and that he is ready to impart that knowledge to everyone. There's also a deep commitment he has to his goal and a solid awareness of the path that he's taking. Inside the lantern, you will notice a star with 6 points, which is also known as the Seal of Solomon. This symbol represents wisdom. The staff he holds depicts authority and power. So, a lonely wanderer in the path of the night, he searches for that can be only gained with long periods of solitude. I'm currently contemplating that I need to be alone. No, I'm not.
I feel like the hermit is really like collecting yourself before moving forward. Like it's not necessarily you being alone, but it's just like taking a breather, just kind of refocusing what you want to further, what path you want to take.
I think it's about work
Yeah.
in this sense. But also it could be about my finances because I'm considering a lot of different things.
Yeah, different paths on alleviating some debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good card. It's a very like
It's very me.
mhm.
It resonates.
Yeah. Nothing changes.
Do you want me to read your cards to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is more like service like.
Labyrinthos.
Okay.
Month 2. It gave me 2 cards, I believe. Let me go pull those from the ground.
I really want to get sponsored by Bagu
Me too.
since that last
So
podcast
bad.
episode.
Bagu, we have so many good ideas, I
We're
promise.
slaves to you, please.
I have spent so much money.
I have ideas. If you want to know what Gen Z wants, I'll tell you.
It comes
Our
at a
email
price.
is hateyourgutspod@gmail.com, by the way.
Thank you.
Get to us.
You can inquire there.
What do we got?
9 of Pentacles for September.
I have fear. I feel like the pentacles are never good.
They're usually very work oriented. They're not bad always, but they do make me anxious sometimes.
I get a pretty negative tarot reading every time.
Really?
Or like, not negative, but like, it always feels like doom.
Mm-hmm. Like impending. Maybe it's like all of the anxiety you have. Maybe it's the manifesting through the tarot cards.
It's my fault. It's me. I'm the problem.
No, that's not me victim blaming.
All right. This indicates that you've reached a stage in your life where you're confident, independent, and self-sufficient. Through hard work, this person is now ready to enjoy money, leisure, and material comfort. This is a good card.
Shit.
The difficulties that were faced earlier in your journey of the Pentacles appear to be over. The 9 of Pentacles conveys not only joy, but also the feeling of security and freedom and freedom that material wealth can bring. Looking back, the querent can now celebrate the difficulties, the struggles, and the hard work that lined her path. Her previous challenges gave her the wider perspective she needs to understand the spiritual value of her success. Knowing how difficult it was to get here, she intends to enjoy every single day that is given to her.
It sounds like I shouldn't make any work decisions till September.
Yeah, September is also Virgo season, right? Which is a very like hardworking sign.
Yeah.
So I think that that's interesting.
Rising.
Ground,
Oh, true.
getting your shit together.
Fuck yeah.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'll take
Hear
it.
it.
Okay, slay. Let's go for October.
Ooh, interesting month there in October. A lot happening. My brother's
Oh, yeah.
getting married.
Birthdays,
Birthdays.
Halloween.
Halloween. A lot of stuff.
October brings us King of Wands.
Okay.
A lot of kings this episode.
Where's the queens at, huh?
Aw.
What's up with that?
The card's telling us to man up.
Oh shit, hold on. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing.
All right.
How dare you?
King of Wands. The King of Wands depicts a man who has his hands in a blossoming wand, which is set to represent creativity and life's passion. His throne, as well as his cape, are decorated with the salamander and the lion, which are symbols of fire and strength. The salamander that is biting his tail represents the infinity as well as the overall drive to move through all obstacles. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on.
Real as fuck.
The meaning of the upright position of the King of Wands represents pure energy. Unlike the other wand cards in the deck, however, this particular one is not focused on pure creativity. Instead, this king is actually way more likely to take an idea and to decisively implement it himself. The King of Wands is a natural-born leader of people, and he is also extremely capable. Once the king sets for himself a certain aim or a goal, he is going to conveniently stick it in order to ensure that it becomes a reality. I told you guys I'm not good at reading out loud.
It's sounding like every reading so far, like the podcast, yours, mine, it sounds like good things are coming for the podcast.
Yeah, it also seems to line up around the same time.
Yeah, so Halloween's where it's at.
Fucking hope so.
This also, like, do you want me to read the other, like, meanings for it? Because there's, like, a love meaning, there's career, there's finances.
You can brief me. Pick your favorite sentence.
Let's see. Love-wise... It just seems like a lot of passion. There's no dull moments. Blah, blah, blah. Career meaning... just success and respect.
Hell yeah.
You might be a mentor to others.
Bitches are gonna put respect on our name.
Period. Your career is doing particularly well. This is not just a temporary condition. This is a longevity to your success. That's good. And finances, it's basically saying that you're killing it here.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool. Do we have another card up?
Yeah, I pulled November and December while you guys were doing that because it was just taking too fucking long. So November is 5 of Cups.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
I don't want it. Take it back.
No.
I rebuke thy devil.
There are certain tarot cards whose imagery immediately conjure up negative emotions, and the 5 of Cups carries such weight. This is a card which signifies loss, as well as the painful challenges which stem from that particular loss. The card depicts a figure that is wearing a black cloak, blah, blah, blah. This is election month, so I'm scared.
Me too.
The 5 of Cups symbolizes disappointment and the feelings that come when things go differently than you expected. You are feeling unhappy that a certain situation hasn't really turned out the way that you had hoped it would. Instead of moving towards a more positive perspective, this card seems to say that you are dwelling in the past, inducing feelings of self-pity and regret. The water, which is actually spilled from the cups, shows that you might have missed an opportunity. It also shows that the problem is mostly emotional and not material or financial.
Tea.
You have issues letting go of things which are in the past.
We knew that already.
Yeah.
The Grudge, that song by Olivia Rodrigo, she wrote it about me.
The card is often going to reflect a person who is so caught up in his past that he is absolutely incapable of moving on.
I know what this is about.
Okay. So
Let's go.
December is Queen of Cups.
That was so good. Thank you. Okay. I'm glad that one got you. Okay. I have to pee
Queen of Cups.
so bad, but I'm just gonna wait until her reading is over.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, well, this is a good follow-up. All right. The Queen of Cups rules the emotional realm. She's the woman whose throne is right on the ocean's edge. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Oh my god, I just said there was no queens. Weird.
She needed some feminine energy, a feminine phenomenon, if you will. Okay, we can understand the meaning of Queen of Cups from taking a closer look at the woman in the image. She is seen as compassionate, caring, sensitive, and nurturing. She connects with people on the emotional level, so people enjoy her honesty and fairness. It has an intuition which is very powerful and only rivaled by one of the High Priestess. I have that tarot card tattooed on me. The High Priestess. The Queen of Cups acts as a mirror and reflects the depths and reflects the depths present in others, so they see themselves in a new light.
Tea.
Dude, most times the Queen of Cups can also represent the trusted inner voice you have within you. She seems to say that you should take this time to focus on your emotional health before trying to help others. Self-love creates compassion.
That's so slay. That's everything I wanted to hear and more.
She can lack rationality and common sense, but she can also be intuitive, dreamy, and almost psychic at times. The Queen of Cups could be the answer to your problems when a logical approach is not working.
Follow your heart. Interesting.
Do you feel like it resonates?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we also got 10 of Wands in one of the other readings, but this is your January card.
Interesting. We did get 10 of Wands.
I don't remember
That
exactly
wasn't
what
that
it
the
was.
first card we pulled? No, it was the second.
It was pretty positive from my memory.
Yeah.
I have a pretty generic memory of everything that we did.
It was in the podcast reading.
Yeah, it was one of the good ones from my perception. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So now we know that whatever that was may happen in January.
Oops, I kicked the thing. I hope it's okay.
It's fine.
10 of Wands. Okay. This card shows that you have already completed the circle of struggle.
Yes.
We're coming full circle. After spending too many resources and lots of energy looking for success, you have finally overcome the obstacles. The sweat off your brow was worth it. Your efforts have finally been rewarded. You may be finding yourself living in a world of abundance where poverty and suffering has no chance to intervene. Although it sounds marvelous and satisfying, the card depicts a lot of responsibilities on your side. You are now the sole problem solver in your circle of family and friends, which could even propel you into another world of challenges. At this point, you are also flooded with responsibilities to maintain your success. The businesses that you have started are flourishing and keeping you on your toes. The main problem is that these issues could overwhelm you if you lose control, which requires you to make sure that you know how to prioritize and solve the relevant ones.
Okay.
In the real world, this card expresses how people try to burden themselves with responsibilities after they attain initial success. It is like graduating from college, getting a job, and then starting to make it in the real world. Oh my god. More challenges keep coming, and you may find yourself looking after your parents, starting a family, and at the same time look to others, which may make you feel as though you are not yet successful. It becomes a burden because at some point you find out nothing is enough to accomplish all these duties. The general lesson of this card is that people should be moderate, prioritize, and understand that they cannot solve everything. Some things must be let go. Given to others, the burden shared.
Not the tarot card telling me to let go of it too.
T.
I think it's also saying me and Elena have to get our shit together and do more pod stuff.
Also, I'm already the problem solver. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean I'll become?
Saying that she's carrying us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So true.
That is true.
Slave over that iPad, y'all.
Yeah. You do be put in work into that iPod.
This is Haley's podcast and we just live in it.
It's so fucking true.
All right. Was that everything? Or is there another one?
That was all the 6 months. I feel like that's pretty good. It's like, you know, you're starting off slow. There might be some uphill battles, but like it's going to go full circle. I think that was really good for both of you and the podcast, actually.
What are your thoughts on your reading?
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I mean, I'm always scared, like in general. I wake up scared.
For November.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I'm afraid of change.
Yeah.
And I feel change coming.
It's like when you can feel a new season happening.
That's exactly how I feel.
Like the finale is coming up. The
Like I
season
feel
finale.
like we're about to get like a set redesign, like a new cast, like everything.
Mhm.
I'm going to pee.
Okay.
Before we do Vivi's reading.
I'm so door dashing dinner.
I'm passing you the torch, Queen. Oh, yeah. Can we get canes?
Sure.
I might actually partake in this dinner.
You're so funny because you were like, I don't think I'll eat anything.
No.
Every
Just being a
time.
brat. I was actually really grouchy because I was cleaning out my garage and so it was really hot. And so like,
Yeah.
if you couldn't tell.
I could feel the grouch.
Yeah.
I never take
Sorry
your
about
grouch personally though, because you're very upfront with it.
That's how I feel about you. If Vivi were grouchy, I would be like actually concerned. Because Why is there one of those cards is like backwards?
I know that was happening to me. I think I kept falling over and I didn't put them back together properly. But I think I should probably tell you what I'm asking for.
Oh yeah, what is? Maybe I'm just shuffling.
No, it's okay.
Your mic?
Do
you want me to hold that for you?
Okay.
Thank you. I figured since the podcast one was good, both of your collective career readings were good. I figured mine will be the same. So to make it a little bit more lighthearted and fun, we're gonna do a love reading for me.
Oh
yeah,
that's exciting. I love talking about your love life.
Me too. Real stagnant right now. I'm kind of talking to someone, but not really. I don't really give a shit. I think I'm gonna delete my Hinge again because it's getting overwhelming, and no one has been that interesting so far. So I think the person I'm talking to right now, I'd prefer to be their friend, from what I'm gathering. So
is this the 5'5" man?
No, I didn't pursue that with him. Someone messaged me. Was it the 222? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
What's 5'5"?
The one you sent that was 5'7", and I was like, he's 5'5".
Oh no, I didn't really pursue anything with him. We were texting back and forth in Spanish a little bit, and he seemed disappointed when I was like not 100% when I was doing English and Spanish, and I was like, I'm not fluent. Like, I need you to help me. So I was like, okay. He was very, very gorgeous, though. Very beautiful, 5'7", short king.
I don't know if this. I think this should count.
Yeah. How many cards are you pulling?
Just vibes.
How much do you want to pull?
Let's do 5. Okay. Just like what's ahead, what's coming.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was definitely meant to be. All of these have skeletons in them so far.
Mm-hmm. I think they all have skeletons.
Okay. Well, some of them are just flowers.
Oh, yeah. Knight of Cups is kind of cute, but the card itself is kind of scary looking. Very ominous looking.
This one is just a skeleton and no skull.
Interesting.
Page of Swords, 8 of Cups, Queen of Rings.
I feel like I'm gathering.
We got a lot of cups here.
It's going to be slow, is what I'm gathering.
That was too much. You don't too much.
I'm not really like pressed because I'm not talking to anyone really, so I don't really give a shit.
These two fell out, so I'm just gonna. I know this is 6.
Go for it.
Let's just do it.
Yeah,
cool. Okay, I can help.
2 of Swords is concerning. You know what? It's fine. I'll let you handle.
I'm going.
So for the listeners, we have 2 of Swords, Knight of Swords, a lot of swords. Holy fucking shit!
Where do you want to start?
Page of Swords, 8 of Cups, Queen of Rings.
The first one that I pulled was
Knight of
8 of
Cups.
Cups, so maybe let's start there.
Okay.
8 of Cups.
I think it was
this
two. Yeah.
Then this one too.
Okay.
Then these ones are at the end.
Take some time to ask yourself whether your relationship is one that you're happy with. The 8 of Cups tarot love meaning indicates that there is often some soul searching that needs to be done about whether your partnership is one that truly fulfills you. What about if you're not in a relationship?
Yeah, what if I'm single? Maybe just like,
let me look at the general thing.
Okay.
Ooh, signifies time for change or transition by means of walking away from something. Perhaps the past? Maybe shutting that. Maybe taping it shut, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that's all I can think of.
Boarding it up.
Just like a caterpillar has to die before transforming into a beautiful butterfly, we all need to transform ourselves in our lives from time to time.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting. This is a cool looking card. I don't know if you can see it. It's just like the bottom half of a skull.
Yeah, this is the Marigold tarot deck for anyone listening. It's a very gorgeous deck.
Okay, here you go, because you're dating. You may have been exploring your options, flitting about from one choice to another, tasting the wine in each cup as a means to sort out what it is that you really want with your life. You're now experiencing a feeling of exhaustion and are coming to a realization that you must step away from what is familiar. It is a choice and a recognition that true happiness will not be found in what you have already created.
I think that's literally saying delete your Hinge.
I think it's actually saying like maybe don't date.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that I was going to delete my Hinge, and that's so funny. Okay.
It sounded like it was also saying maybe step outside of your usual type.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been doing though. Like that one guy that I dated, or I didn't date him. We went on one date. He was like very fratty looking ish, which is not my type at all, but like he was cool. The guy that I was talking to right now is not really the type that I usually go for. He's also shorter, but I've just been like dating people that I wouldn't normally date. So
What's the next one?
you know,
Let's do King of Swords.
The King of Swords is someone who is cool, controlled, as well as ambitious. Though they have emotions, they can be very restrained. They instead rely on their intelligence and their logic. In romance, they approach their relationships ethically and respectfully. They may not be very romantic and are likely to express themselves very bluntly. Should this card not represent a person, the King of Swords tarot love meaning can simply indicate high standards when it comes to romantic partners, especially intellectually. You and your partner at the moment can also be very... That actually I feel like ties in with the whole Sag thing that you got from another reading.
do you think
Someone
that's
who's-
the Sagittarius?
Someone who's very blunt.
Blunt.
Yeah, which is what I need. I'd be sugarcoating. I'd be
Yeah.
eggshell walking, even when I don't need to. I just feel the trauma, perhaps from the past, but I like. It's hard for me to be blunt, like ever.
I was thinking more like while you were reading this, I was more thinking about like you actually instead of like
Really, like me
someone.
being blunt
Ooh, maybe.
and dating.
Oh well, yeah, like the cool, calm, and collected. The you might not be very romantic and likely to express yourself bluntly.
That makes sense because I feel like I'm usually pretty romantic, but right now I'm not. Like
Yeah.
I have no expectations, so I'm not really like putting in as what I normally do, I guess.
It says they can be very restrained. I feel like you've been like very much restraining yourself.
Mhm.
I mean, you've been trying to go out, but like it's just nothing's working for you to like feel.
Yeah, I've been pretty selective with the people that I'm going out with. I've noticed that if I talk to them for too long online, I'm not interested anymore. So like I have to meet with people pretty soon. Or maybe the people that I've been talking to are just not that interesting. One or the other.
Urges you to use your intellect and logic to maneuver the path that lies ahead. You'll need to confront the issue at hand and make a sober decision.
Sober decision.
Don't go to bars.
Ugh. That's saying stop meeting people at bars.
It's probably for the best. What's next?
I think it was Knight of Cups. Or that one right there.
Let's do Knight of Cups.
Okay. I think this is nice too because I have no anxiety when it comes to this because I have no one in mind. So I like
That is really nice.
when I do read it, like love readings for a specific person, it always gives me so much anxiety because I'm like, what am I going to get? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Like, I don't know.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Symbolizes the finding of self-satisfaction. This is telling you you're going to be single forever. I'm kidding.
I was thinking about getting a new vibrator. Maybe that's what that has to do with.
I mean, this little horn on top kind of looks like a vibrator.
Horny.
Yeah. It's literally like thinking of dick.
Oh, wait, this is such a good one. Appreciate what you have when the Knight of Cups appears in a love tarot reading. Wishes here are meant to come true, and it is best to look forwards to the future with gratitude. There's much to
Okay.
celebrate, and if you're single, love can be found at parties and other happy gatherings. Go and enjoy yourself. Now is not the time to be calculating or strategizing about your goals, but instead simply have fun. Lightheartedness can draw others to you.
Okay.
Have fun.
So it's saying do
Love
go to
your
bars.
friends.
True.
It's saying go hang out, go have fun, but don't take shit too seriously.
Yeah.
But
I
if
feel
you're
like-
gonna make a decision, be sober.
okay. That's a good point. Okay, that's a good point.
I also think we're taking this too literally.
That's true.
Okay. Let's see. We have a lot of rings. We have 2 more swords.
The Two of Swords is usually about a decision, so I'm interested to know.
Let's go 2 of swords.
Two of Swords it is.
This is so fun.
It is fun.
I hope it's fun to listen to.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Hopefully that if you are listening, you are invested in our personalities and life in general. If not, sorry, this episode probably sucks for you.
If you're single, you may find it difficult to move ahead in your love life. The Two of Swords tarot love meaning suggests being stuck between decisions. Are you attempting to choose between 2 lovers or love in other aspects of your life? It seems like your options are equally appealing, and instead of being an active participant in your life choices, you may be attempting to avoid a choice altogether. Be careful that the world doesn't make your choice for you. The Two of Swords tarot love meaning also indicates a stalemate of sorts. It is not the time to ignore problems, but speak together carefully to find a compromise.
Interesting.
So I feel like that one is saying don't give
May
up altogether.
depict a warning to have caution.
Okay. Be more thoughtful, I guess, in dating.
You should avoid evading any issues that you're facing since it will not solve your problems.
Interesting. The guy that I ghosted unfollowed me, so maybe it's saying like actually talk to people and don't
Maybe.
ghost them. I don't know. I think that one's just saying to be more thoughtful in like who I'm talking to, and also just decisions I make, I guess. I don't know, because no one that I've like been talking to has been really exciting. Like it's just been like
Yeah.
This doesn't necessarily have to be about like,
a person.
well, I mean, like your experience that you've had so far. It might be about something
That's
in the
true.
future. I mean, like, there might be a time where you're put in a position where you're like choosing between two people that you're talking to that you might feel like interested in, or it might be between like finding someone that you do really like, but also really enjoying being single and like having to choose between like, is this person really like worth it, like worth like leaving the single life for?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I like that interpretation.
All right. Let's do, we have one more sword, Page of Swords.
I'm so eager to see like how this translates, like what actually happens after this.
Yeah. As a person, the Page of Swords tarot love meaning reflects a curious intellectual whose flighty, nervous energy may border on being anxious. In relationships, however, they may be scared of emotional confrontations and can likely be completely avoidant if they're faced with them.
That's just me.
As an emotional state or quality, the Page of Swords tarot love meaning can signal a relationship that is more cerebral, where lovers are more likely to love heady discussions. I don't know what that word means, but are perhaps a bit more wary of emotional intimacy. One partner can also feel that their emotional needs are not being met. Sometimes it can also signal smaller petty disputes with your partner, which can lead into bigger conflicts.
Maybe I'll meet someone just as emotionally unavailable as me right now.
Maybe that is you.
Maybe that is me. I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. Okay. Let's do Page of Rings.
We got a lot of swords.
Yeah, a lot
Rings
of swords.
is pentacles, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You said page?
Yeah.
The person symbolized by the Page of Pentacles is ambitious, loyal, and practical. They may often be seen as studious, but once you get to know them well, they can also be quite funny. Their ambition and focus means they're hardworking. They're likely to be dedicated as they are to a lover, as they are to their goals. Their quiet demeanor may make them hard to notice at first compared to other folks that may be more outgoing. If this doesn't represent a person that is entering your love life, the Page of Pentacles tarot love meaning can simply signal the page's dedication and loyalty in your relationship.
Okay.
While sometimes the relationship can lack passion and feel a bit boring, the love is there. You may need to only go out there and figure out how to inject some fun and excitement back into your romance.
Okay.
Try not to always put practicality before passion. It sounds like a few of these are describing the two people you may have to decide between.
Oh my god, how exciting for me. Sucks for them, I guess.
I'm team this one.
Your team that one?
Yeah.
Wait.
Versus the other one that's like emotionally unavailable.
Yeah, this one's like stable and loyal. I think you deserve that.
Yeah. Lord
It also
knows.
sounds like you to me. Like,
loyal, yeah. Stable, no.
practical, ambitious, loyal, studious.
Yeah.
Once you get to know them, they can be quite funny. Like, that sounds like you. Quiet demeanor at first, but then more outgoing when you get to know them. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. It doesn't seem like this reading, like as a whole so far, sounds anything like. It doesn't really sound like it's talking about a specific person. It doesn't really sound like you're gonna meet anyone.
Like anyone long term. Yeah.
It
I think you're going to have a lot of fun.
God, I hope so.
sounds like a very much like you based.
Mm-hmm.
Like love life right now,
Okay.
which is sweet.
Kind of what I need, I think.
Queen of Rings or Queen of Pentacles.
I did in the tarot reading that I got about my like life career. I got one not too long after that. Because I met a Sagittarius and she told me that I was going to meet a Sagittarius, but then obviously we went on one date. So I was like, hey, like, is it going to be a different Sagittarius? Like, give me some clarity. And she said, it's going to be a different one, but then that one I might like talk to again. So maybe it's him and someone else. I don't really know.
Okay.
Up in the air.
Girl, they're telling you to raise your standards. The Queen of Pentacles is a worldly, practical, generous, hardworking, and warm person who has a talent both for business as well as a love of comfort and luxury. She enjoys making her home welcoming, always delighted to have guests. Single folks right now should be in a wonderful position to choose a partner that truly brings something into your life. You'll likely have high standards and hope for someone who has the same level of dedication, commitment, and ambition as you do. If you're already in a relationship, you may find that the two of you are enjoying a stable, fruitful, and prosperous time in your life together. You can certainly afford to indulge a little treat yourself. Also, I just got a text from Ethan that said our episode we put out today was the best one yet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I flopped in that episode, so that helps a lot to hear.
He said we were really funny.
I want to know
Okay,
what he
slay.
liked about it.
Me too. Sorry, I got so distracted.
That's okay. That's totally
But
fair.
that is like reinforcing the other card that was like, you need to raise your standards. And the other
Yeah.
one that was like, you need to be practical.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is it? Be practical or raise my standards?
I think
Both. I think both can be true
Yeah.
at once.
Okay.
maybe like date around, but if you really want to be with someone, like think it through a little more.
Yeah.
Like have fun, but like if you want to be serious about being serious.
Yep, that's how.
Don't like half-ass it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that that's a good card reading. I feel like that kind of reinforces what the other reader told me. But I'm also so like delulu. I like will believe anything anyone says to me. But I feel like this kind of confirmed that. I don't know.
I think it did.
You think so? Okay, we'll find out. I overshare a lot on this podcast, so when I find out, you'll find out.
Should
Real
we do a tarot reading every 13 episodes?
That would be really cool, I think. And it
Yeah.
can kind of like,
Well, if people like this
We'll
one.
see how well it's received.
yeah, give us feedback on this one. We just decided to try something new because we did the egg cleanse, and then we were just like, fuck, like let's kind of see what happens. I haven't done a tarot reading in a while.
I will say, I feel like this huge anxiety has been lifted off my shoulders.
That's good. That's really good.
Like, I feel like I've been living in fight or flight and I'm finally relaxed.
Yeah. That's how I've been too. It's
That's
been a
also
fucking
very-
weird month or two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have truly been. Life has really downhill since the Ren Fair.
Yeah, I think life has came for us really fast. Really fucking fast. That's all that I can say. Give us some feedback on this episode. Sorry it wasn't as hee hee ha ha funny, but you know, we're trying something new.
Yeah.
I would say that we're all pretty spiritual individuals. So it was nice. I do feel a lot better after doing this because even today I was just kind of like dreading today's episode for some reason, but I think I just have like a lot of general anxiety right now. Like I was dreading the hangout I had last night and I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel a lot better. I also wasn't feeling great going into this episode. I'm really glad who suggested doing tarot readings. That was a great
Elena.
idea.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, girl.
I do feel better too. I wasn't really looking forward to coming over today, if I'm being so honest.
Yeah, the energy's just been fucking weird the past few days. Like, I feel like I've been such a bitch to everyone for no reason the past few days.
I know I've been a bitch.
It's also just so hot.
Yeah.
It's hard to not be a bitch when you're in literal heat.
I'm literally in heat. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got what I needed out of this.
Mhm.
I do feel a weight off my shoulders as well ever since that egg cleanse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really cool seeing them because we did them for the cats as well, and they all are so different. Like, your guys's were kind of the same in terms of not gloominess. What was it? Cloudiness.
Yeah.
But then Max and Chai's were the same in terms of like size, but Lily's was crazy.
Lily's was pretty crazy.
Yeah. So
Which
it's
is funny because Lily is like
She was the
most
street cat.
timid.
She's the most
Traumatized cat.
traumatized. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really interesting to see.
It could have been her state of mind when we did the egg cleanse.
She also was not loving. She doesn't love being held by other people, and I felt so bad because it was the first time she let me pet her ever, literally ever since she's been living here for a year.
Over a year, like a year and a half.
Yeah, and I like went down to pet her, and she let me, and it was right before we had to grab her to be able to do the egg cleanse. So that made me feel sad. But you know what?
She'll forgive you because you didn't have to comb fleas out of her in the bathroom.
Yeah. Whoever's been sending us evil eye, listen, we're just girls.
We're coming back in full force.
Yeah.
Okay, we're protecting ourselves. Fuck off.
We are protecting ourselves spiritually, financially, emotionally. You can't hurt us anymore.
I'm protecting my peace.
I think that this made me feel a lot better. I was just feeling so much anxiety in general. I feel like I wasn't, I guess, like opening up as much. I feel like in the first few episodes that we had, we were very like vulnerable, and I feel like that's what people liked, like just being like straight up. And I think that got to get back to our roots. This was nice, just kind of sharing ourselves with you a little bit, kind of therapeutic.
Yeah. I feel like we've had to kind of restrain ourselves because there's been a lot going on that like we didn't want online. And it does feel nice to just be able to like talk about my life.
Yeah, I think we've been like slowly dropping more and more lore about ourselves. And I think that at this point I'm pretty comfortable talking about what's going on in my life, and
That's good.
Yeah.
good or bad. Because I mean, what else am I going to talk about?
Yeah, good or bad, we get real as fuck on here.
Yeah.
This low-key feels like therapy because it's like weekly and I do get upset when we miss it. Like I feel like a buildup.
Yeah, like you need to release that tension that you've been building up.
I can literally like feel tension like across my chest like this.
That's crazy.
That's so real. And it's so funny too, because it is one of those things that like it feels like knowing that I have something to do like feels like a burden, but it doesn't actually feel like a burden when we do it. It's just like knowing that I have something planned that I have to do,
Yeah.
like the obligation of it all.
Honestly, if we lived together like this, it wouldn't be as hard.
Yeah.
It's the driving, it's the like knowing that like if we could just have a setup where we just walked in and sat on a couch and started.
That's so
we'd be
fucking real. That's so real.
So true.
That's probably what it is too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is a pretty good end to this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Give us some feedback on this. Send us an email. Send us a TikTok message. Fucking send us an Instagram message.
Let us know if you have something you hate that you want us to talk about.
Yeah. Let us know if you have any spiritual experiences as well. Maybe if you are into tarot, if you've ever had a reading done.
Send in your resume if you want to be a guest.
Yeah. We have an extra microphone that we will be putting in work. Yes. I was telling one of my friends about, I was explaining my lore, and I was telling one of my friends about the episode that we deleted, the spooky episode. And maybe we can do another one of those soon.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan did say that he literally turned to me like very randomly and went, I'm ready to be a guest on the podcast.
Okay.
Maybe we should hold
Maybe
off
next
though
episode.
until like spooky season.
I think
that
that's a
would be
good
best.
spooky season episode.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
We can revisit that, and we'll be a little bit better. It was kind of all over the place too, because we didn't have enough microphones, and now we do.
We didn't have enough. Elena had to go home.
Yeah.
I was upset. It was a whole thing.
It was a weird episode, but you know what? We will revisit it. Give us any suggestions. Tell us any spooky stories.
What are you hating?
What are you hating?
How much you love me.
We will be more consistent. I swear to God, we will.
Especially after these tarot readings.
Yeah, especially after these readings, and especially after like reconfirming, like we just have to put in the fucking work like elsewhere besides Spotify. So send us a message. Yeah, we're always here.
All right. That's it. Later,
Later,
haters.
haters.
Bye.